Thank you very much. Um, John, would you please take attendance of RTA staff?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Larry Rubio,
Here.
Charlie Ramirez,
Here.
Tom Franklin,
Here.
Laura Camacho. Here. Natalie Zaragoza. Here. Rick Majors,
Here.
Kristen Warsinski. Here. Rick Kazarowski,
Here.
Jim Neepkins,
Here.
Melissa Blankenship,
Here.
Stephanie Searles.
Here.
Robert Fernandez,
Here.
Albert Jimenez,
Here.
Yesenia Felix.
Here.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. I noticed been noticing some new names. Thank you, staff, for recruiting the right personnel for RTA. Thank you, Larry, and whoever is in charge of recruiting. I see every time new names, and hopefully we get to meet you someday. Once this COVID it's gone, I would like to come by and say hi to everybody. All right. Next item, item number 3, public comments, non-agenda item. John, would you please read directions for public comments?
Members of the public may address the board regarding any item within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. However, no action may be taken on off-agenda items unless authorized by law. Comments shall be limited to matters not listed on the agenda. Members of the public may comment on any matter listed on the agenda at the time that the board considers that matter. Each person's presentation is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes.
Thank you. I'm going to ask clerk if received any requests in writing.
No, Chair Ledesma, I have not.
Okay, is there anyone online that would like to make comments on this item not listed on the agenda that you know of?
Yes, it's Keith White. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're doing good, sir.
Just letting you know, I'm going to be out, hoping to going to be doing a summer tour with Cola again because it was canceled from last year with Jesse Durant. So I'll be doing some traveling this summer and stuff. And just letting you guys know, I get my second shot. The ones that have not known yet, I get my second shot June 11th after fully vaccinated. And I just want to say one thing. I miss all you guys. I especially miss Tom Franklin and Joan and most of them because they were really good working with me. So I had to just mention that because I just can't wait to see all you guys in person again when this COVID's over. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your comments. And thank you for your valuable time for being with us. Is anybody else online that would like to speak during public agenda items? Here now, public comments portion items not listed in the agenda is now closed. Next item, item number 4, approval of minutes for May 5th, 2021, Administration and Operations Committee meeting. Does anyone have any comments? Okay, here are no comments. Do I have a motion to approve?
Corona.
District 1, second.
Corona and Menifee. Did I hear right?
Corona did, yeah.
Okay. And I think second Menifee for the records. Okay, are there any no's? Are there any abstentions?
Yes, Spiegel abstains.
Okay. Still abstain. Okay. Motion has passed. Thank you very much. Just for the records, when we first take attendance on district number, what was it, 5? Nobody answered, and now it's Ms. Stegall is, Director Stegall is present.
District 2.
District 2, thank you. Next item, item number 5, consent calendar. All listings on the consent calendar will be approved by one motion, and there will be no discussion. An individual item unless board member or members of the public request to speak a specified item to pull from calendar for separate discussion. Does any committee member wish to pull any item for discussion? That any member of the public wish to pull any item for discussion? There are none. Consent item 5A and 5E are for receive and are receiving file. Next item number 6 on the calendar, authorization to renew revenue agreement number 21-018 with University of California Riverside Operations Route 51 Crest Cruiser. Natalie Zaragoza, would you please present?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ledesma, members of the committee. My name is Natalie Zaragoza, and I am the agency's Chief Procurement and Logistics Officer. The agency has collaborated with the University of California at Riverside for many years on the Student Pass Reimbursement Agreement Program, known as the UPass, and on the UCR-funded route known as the Crest Cruiser, or the RTA Route 51. You may remember the renewal of the UPass agreement was approved at this year's February Board of Directors meeting as part of the approval to extend the fiscal year 2020 Low Carbon Transit Operations Program, also known as LCTOP, which provides free fares for youth and college students through July 31 of 2022. The agency has operated the Route 51 on behalf of UCR for almost 15 years now. While the Route 51 was not in operation last year due to COVID-19, UCR reached out this spring and indicated that they are planning on mostly in-person classes beginning in the fall quarter of this year and wanted to know if the agency would reinstate the route. The annual cost to operate the Route 51 will continue to be fully funded by UCR. As it has in the past, the Route 51 will operate during the regular academic school year for a total of 171 school days. This excludes holidays, break periods, and the summer session. The hours of service will begin at 7:29 a.m. and run through 6:02 p.m. Monday through Friday. This route will continue to be operated by the agency's contractor, Empire Transportation. The total operating expenses for the Crest Cruiser are estimated to be $187,925.43. This is based on operating 1,761.3 revenue service hours and includes all operational expenses such as fuel, maintenance, labor, insurance, etc. Therefore, the recommendation before you today is to approve and recommend this item to the full Board of Directors for their consideration as follows. Authorize staff to renew revenue agreement number 21-018 with UCR for reimbursement of operating expenses of $187,925.43 for the operation of Route 51 from July 1, 2021 through June 30, 2022. Chair, that concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Natalie. I'm going to ask board if there's any questions from committee members. No questions? Has the clerk received any requests to speak in writing on this item?
No, Chair Ledesma, I have not.
Thank you. Is there anyone online that would like to take a moment on this? I'm sorry, would like to make a comment on this item that you know of? You're none? Does anyone, do I hear a motion to approve? I'll myself make a motion.
I'll second the motion, Chair.
Who is this?
Marietta.
Oh, Marietta, thank you. Okay.
Temecula seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry, who was that?
Temecula, Zach.
Okay, thank you, Zach. Are there any no's? Are there any abstentions? Motion has passed. Thank you. Let's move to item number 7. Approve and adopt of agency update public transportation agency safety PTASP. Rick Mayers, would you please present?
Chair Ledesma, this is Larry Rubio. I'm going to jump in for just a moment here and explain one of the reasons why you're seeing new names of RTA staff. One of those new names was Albert Jimenez.
Yes.
He'll be our next Director of Risk Management because Rick Majors, who's about to present to you, will be retiring this Friday. So this will be his final time presenting in front of the board. So just wanted to let the board know that he's been a great asset, a great human being, and an incredible man working here at the agency. We're going to miss him, but I'll now turn it over to Rick. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Before you do the presentation, I would like to formally thank you for all of your time that you spend on this corporation. And let me tell you, every time that anybody retire, is really missed from the rest of the staff members, and your position is very, very difficult to be filled in. I mean, as we all said, those shoes are really hard to fit it. But we, from the directors, myself, wish you a really the best of your retirement. I want to pass for a second. That was me. And I'm going to ask if any to hear if any of the rest of the directors would like to say a couple of words. I'm going to start with James Steiner.
I think you said it well, Director or Chair.
Thank you, Kevin Jeffrey. Jerry.
Yes, Rick. Hey, thank you for your service. Appreciate all the hard work that you've done in making Riverside Transit Agency a world-class operation. So hopefully your retirement will be a lot of fun and productive. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Back to you.
Thank you, Ms. Karen. You're muted.
Thank you. Well, first off, Rick, you're too young to retire.
Thank you.
But we thank you for your service and dedication to RTA. It's not an easy position that you have held and will be relinquishing to the next new person, because risk management can make or break an agency. And I recognize that, and you have certainly done well for us, and we're going to sorely miss you and enjoy your retirement.
Thank you very much, Ms. Karen Spiegel. Brian Bergson?
I didn't have my hand up. I don't know him well enough to make any real comments today, but enjoy your retirement. Definitely excited for you.
Thank you, Mr. Marquez.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, Rick, I want to say, best of luck. It's been a pleasure working with you for these last 5 years. It's retiring is a scary thing. I retired 8 years ago, and I was scared. I didn't know what to expect when I retired. So my recommendation is this, Rick: buy a boat. If you don't have one, buy a boat, buy a motorhome or a travel trailer, and make it what you want to make it. Go out fishing, camping with the family, and enjoy it, because you're going to regret it, and you're going to want to go back to work, and then the family will say, no, we want to continue fishing and camping. So all I could say is good luck, and thank you for the 5 years that I've been on working with you.
Thank you, sir. Andy Melendez.
Rick, it's really been a pleasure working with you, and I agree with Supervisor Spiegel. First of all, you look way too young to retire at this point. You look like you are ready to go and have a lot of good years left in you. So enjoy them, whether it's in retirement or working part-time, enjoying it with your family or doing other things that you and your family enjoy doing. Congratulations and job well done. Really been great working with you.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Andy. Zach?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Rick, well, first off, just congratulations. And then just a hearty thank you for your time and dedication to RTA. I certainly haven't been around as long as many others, but can tell that just like everyone else on staff, that you are certainly will be missed for sure. So enjoy your retirement, whatever that may be for you, but just enjoy yourself. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Director Zach. I'm going to ask Scott, I don't know, when we're taking a list, he was not present. I don't know if he's there now. He's here. Scott Benton? No.
No, Scott's not available, Mr. Chairman, but Rick, enjoy your retirement. I know that I retired 12 years ago, and retirement is not retirement. And be careful what you run for, because you might get elected.
That's a good one.
We appreciate
Alrighty.
your service for so many years, my friend. God bless you.
I hope I don't miss anybody. Rick, go ahead. Mike is all
Well,
yours.
thank you very much for that, Chair Ledesma, members of the committee. That was very nice. I appreciate that. As you all know by now, I'm Rick Majors, the Director of Risk Management for RTA. This item before you is the annual review and update to the agency's Public Transportation Agency Safety Plan, or PTASP. So back on July 19th of 2018, the Federal Transit Administration, FTA, published the final rule for the Public Transportation Agency Safety Plan, or PTASP as it's known, which required public transit agencies to adopt an agency safety plan. The agency developed and the board adopted the initial plan at its March 26, 2020 meeting, well before the compliance date of July 21st, 2020. However, due to the pandemic, the FTA twice has delayed the implementation and enforcement of the PTASP plan, initially to just December 31st of 2020, and ultimately to July 21st of 2021. So for the past year, the agency has continued practicing the key elements of the plan, as they are mostly long existing practices the agency documented in its plan for purposes of compliance. One of the requirements therein is to conduct an annual review and update of the plan. So on March 1st, a committee was convened represented by risk management, operations, training, maintenance, and personnel. And over the next several weeks and at multiple meetings, the committee drafted the update that's in your packet today. Mostly these updates involve changes to names and titles of RTA board members and staff, clarification of how inspections are completed, the employee hazard reporting process, root cause analysis, and hazard investigations, as well as how the agency recognizes its employees for making safety a priority. There is no fiscal impact to the update to the plan, and the recommendation, therefore, is to approve and recommend this item to the full board of directors for their consideration as follows. Approve and adopt the agency's updated Public Transportation Agency Safety Plan to be effective June 24, 2021. And that concludes my comments. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick. I want to ask if are there any questions or comments from committee members? Hear none. Has the clerk received any request in writing?
No, Chair Ledesma, I have not.
Anybody on the phone, online? No, okay. Is there anyone online that would like to make a motion, comment on this item? And we're gonna hear anybody? Here now, that's motion, did I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moreno Valley, you got that, Jan? And
Yes.
second was, who was the second motion?
Marietta.
Maria, okay. Are there any no's? Are there any abstentions? Motion has passed. Thank you. Item number 8, board member committee member comments. And I'm going to start with Jim Steiner.
No comments from me.
Okay. Jerry?
No comments for me.
Karen Spiegel?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Thank you. Brian Bengtson?
No comments from me either. Thank you.
David Marquez?
Yes, I just want to let everyone know that last several weeks, Kaiser opened up a vaccine center at our mall on the Sears, old Sears building, bottom level. If you're a member of Kaiser, or you don't have to really be a member, they advised you to make an appointment. If not, they'll take walk-ins for your vaccination, and it's free of charge. So if you still decide you want to take it, go on and see Kaiser down at the mall. Also, the county still has theirs at the mall also, which is upstairs. So if you need to, or anyone needs to get the vaccine, come on down to Moreno Valley. That's all I have, Chair.
Thank you, David. Scott Benton or Jonathan Ingram from Marietta.
No comments, Mr. Chair. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Just for the records, I'm sorry, when we first take attendance, you were not present. So are you Jonathan or Scott?
I was present, sir.
Okay. Andy Melendez?
I have nothing, Chair. Thank you.
Zach?
Nothing today, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next item. Announcements. Larry, do you have any announcements?
I have a couple announcements, Mr. Chairman. First, Supervisor Spiegel, thank you for joining us. I see you're being driven as a passenger in a car, and I'm going to immediately go take some Dramamine I'm getting watching you.
We all
I told
hope.
Matt that I was keeping the camera off, but then I want you to know I'm here and I'm attentive. So, but yeah, I'm bouncing too. So
We all hope that you are a passenger. You just flip the phone to look like a passenger, maybe. Now go ahead. Sorry for the interruption.
I'll move on. Thank you, sir. Sheriff Krupa asked that I share this. I don't know if you can see it. It's translucent, but it's the award that she received on behalf of the Riverside Transit Agency today from the Western Riverside Council of Governments for outstanding community service in Western Riverside County. As you know, WRCOG will be hosting their executive committee and then their general assembly, where a short presentation will be presented with the Chair Krupa accepting the award. And that was for delivering over 121,000 meals to seniors and disabled people who live in Western Riverside County. A little further research indicated that also helped save 14 jobs here at Riverside Transit Agency. So it was a good program all the way around. What we don't have is the impact that helped local restaurants stay in business, that we're preparing those meals as we pick them up and deliver them out. So all around, it was a great program. One last person to introduce, and you'll have an opportunity to meet him soon. He's our new maintenance director, Robert Fernandez. He took over last week. He has been with us for a few years. A lot of these number 2 people are moving up into these department head level positions. Robert's a great guy. He comes from San Diego Metropolitan Transportation Systems. He's been in the industry even for his young years quite a while. So we're looking forward to all the great things he's doing. A lot of people retiring and moving on, and we're fortunate that we have a heck of a bullpen here, because the number 2 people are really confident in moving up eagerly to take over these jobs and responsibilities. That concludes my announcements, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, and kudos to you. During this pandemic, people don't want to work anymore. Every company out there, corporation, they're having a hard time trying to recruit people, and it seems like you have the right people there, the right stuff to step up and moving up. Thank you all for supporting this corporation. Thank you, Larry. Without you, we're going to see how eventually this corporation is going to move.
It'll move just fine, sir.
You're doing a wonderful job here. Okay, next item number 10. Next meeting of the Board Administration and Operations Committee is scheduled for Wednesday, July 7th, 2021 at 1 p.m. The meeting adjournment, the June 2nd, 2021 Board Administration and Operation Committee meeting adjourned at 1:28. Thank you all for your valuable times, and you can all go back to whatever you were doing. Back to work.
Thank you, Mr.